Ah, I thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear. And who might you be?
I am Agnès Oblige, Vestal of the Wind.
Ho ho! Little Agnès, is it? My, how you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you, a fine woman you've become. Why the long face? If there is anything this feeble old man can do for you, name it.
He hasn't changed a bit. Sage, Agnès' Vestal garb has become threadbare.
Oh, her Vestal garb, you say? Let me take a closer look. Yes, this should be easy to patch up.
Sage, do you remember me at all?
Yes, I remember you well. This is the third time, after all. But perhaps you might call it the first. Still, I remember you all too well.
The third time? What do you...
Of course. Let me put it this way. Which world are you from, Agnès?
What?
Well, you'd better come inside. Now then, I was about to pour some tea for us, but I fear this may not be the time for sitting quietly with a hot brew.
Sage.
Are you aware I was a founder of the organization that became the Duchy of Eternia?
Yes.
Then you know of Lord DeRosso?
We do.
And are you familiar with the circumstances that led Lord DeRosso and me to build that organization?
No.
No? I see. Then my counterpart in your world has been very lax. He has left me in an awkward position. Still, he is me, so I must shoulder some blame. Not to worry. Well then, Agnès?
Yes.
You must decide who is your most trustworthy ally. Then travel to the nearby cave with them. You will find it to the southwest of here. Once inside, I will tell you all I know. I will also give you your Vestal garb there. You should understand your situation better once we are done. I shall go on ahead. I would advise you to heed my words. You must bring only one ally with you. Your other companion should wait outside the cave. I shall see you soon.
It seems the sage knows something of our predicament.
But why can only two of us go?
Who knows what that old man is thinking?
Who do you think I should choose?
Well, I guess... you have to make your own choice, Agnès. Remember the sage's words. You have to decide who you trust most, Agnès.
Do I count as well? I'm going with Agnès either way.
Wait, I think it should be me. You need a man who knows how to look after a woman. I would die for you, Agnès. Of course, I would die for you too, Idia.
So I play second fiddle to her, huh? Whatever.
The jealousy of a woman spurned is so endearing.
Oh, shut up, Ring a Bell. I'm not jealous at all.
As calm as ever, I see. It would have been nice to see you blush, at least.
What am I to do?
Like I said, just make the decision yourself, Agnès. What?
Nothing. Can I see you outside, Tiz?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Hey, don't mess up, lover boy.
What? Stop giving me a hard time.
What about me?
So, what is it?
Do you remember what I said to you right around the time we met, Tiz? I said I would like you to join me.
Yes, I remember.
And you have stayed at my side this whole time, through journeys far and wide. So, I think I would like you to be the one to come with me. Will you do it?
I feel the same. I remember the promise I made. I'll never forget it. Not till my dying day. I've come this far with you. I've stuck with you until now. You will always be a ray of hope to me.
Tiz.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is... I'd be honored to go with you.
Thank you. It seems I have come to trust you more than any other since that day.
Tis a shame, Agnès, but Tiz has a kind heart, and I know he will take good care of you. That I guarantee. Tiz, I am counting on you to escort Agnès with the utmost care.
I don't think he needs any advice from you, Ring-a-Bell.
It's not fair! I thought I was your perfect partner, Agnès! And now you're leaving me behind? How could you? After all we've been through? I am sorry, Eri. I hope you can understand.
Stop acting like a brat and give them a proper seeing off, Eri. Go on, get going already.
We'll be back soon.
Take your time.
there you are. Ah, so this is the one you have chosen. I envy him. You make a fine pair. Were I 1,880 years younger, I would gladly have taken your hand in his stead, Agnès.
1,880?
Yeah. Beside that, please tell what you know.
Yes, that is why we have come to you, Sage.
Do you understand what I meant when I said it was the first time we had met? You are not originally of this world. That is why we meet for the first time.
Yes. Sage, earlier you said this may be the third time we have come in contact. What did you mean by that?
Your only memory of me is when you were brought here by the previous Vestal, correct, Agnès?
That's right. I came with the Mother Vestal and Olivia when I was but a young girl.
However, I have met another who looked exactly as you do now.
What?
It was a very long time ago. More than 1,800 years, in fact.
1,800 years?
Just how old are you, Sage?
Me? I have lived almost 1,900 years.
1,900 years?
No cause for surprise. Lord DeRosso is 500 years my senior. We were once mortal enemies, he and I. I was High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy. He was an immortal who led those seeking to thwart us. We crossed swords on the field of battle dozens of times. In our final battle, the fighting went on for over 100 days, a true struggle to the death. With both forces decimated, the two of us met in combat, each determined to land the killing blow or die trying. At that moment, an angel appeared before us. This wounded angel was a beautiful young woman who looked exactly like you, Agnès. Both Lord DeRosso and I were mesmerized, and before we knew it, we cast our swords aside and went to her aid. She had lost her light, and her wings were broken and severed. We knew she was beyond saving. We were only with the angel a short time. To Lord DeRosso and I, who mark our lives in centuries, it seemed little more than an instant now. But this moment changed both of our lives dramatically. With the last of her fading strength, she spoke to us. Of the crystal's secrets and of their dangers.
Dangers?
I was a man of the cloth, and Lord DeRosso was one who opposed my religion. The truths we learned that day shook the very foundations of all we had both believed in.
What did the angel tell you?
The crystals have existed since well before both the Orthodoxy and the Old Faith. The Vestals do not draw the favor of the crystals by right. This title was merely given by those of the faith to ones who had this gift. Originally, it was thought that mankind should not come in contact with the crystals. Attitudes towards the crystals only changed among the people after the teachings of crystalism spread.
What do you mean that we should not come in contact with them?
Unleashing the power of the crystals without due care can destroy the borders, opening the door to the Harrowing. There have been warnings about this since before recorded history. The angel confirmed there was truth to these warnings.
What is this harrowing?
I have spent the last 1800 years trying to find out, but as yet I am still in the dark. The true nature of the Harrowing is shrouded in mystery.
Is the Great Chasm that opened in Kaldisla not the Harrowing?
The Great Chasm is merely an omen of it. It was one of the events the angel spoke of. I cannot say if the Harrowing results from the Great Chasm opening up, drawing in darkness, then spewing it forth, or it may point to the tainting of the seas, the wind stopping, the volcanoes erupting.
In a previous world, we awakened the 4 crystals and calmed the fury of nature. Then we summoned the Holy Pillar to close the Great Chasm.
You may have acted in the belief that what you did would help. However, the path you have taken to this point aligns perfectly with the path to the Harrowing prophesied by the angel.
The path to the Harrowing?
Do you plan to awaken the crystals again? If so, you would do well to heed what I have said. Always question how the actions you take will affect the world around you.
We will.
Thank you for hearing me out. It is a remarkable resemblance, Agnès, you and the angel. Speaking with you has brought the memories of 1800 years ago back as vividly as if they were yesterday.
Sage.
At this rate, I shall be compelled to clasp you to my breast and plant a kiss upon your lips. I shall now set forth on a journey. You have filled me with the passion of youth for the first time in many years. Why do you look upon me with such a piteous gaze? I may have lived 1900 years, but I am not ready to lay down and die yet. You two youngsters should go back to your friends. Here, I have repaired your vestal garb.
Thank you, Sage. Thank you very much.
Of course. I wish you good health, Agnès.
What do you think of the Sage's story, Tiz?
To be honest, I'm even more confused than before.
I have to agree. I get the feeling he has not told us the full story.
But why would he leave us in the dark?
He either did so for good reason, or because there was something he was unwilling to share.
Either way, he sure is an old lech, huh?
You are not wrong there.
Anyway, let's go meet up with the others.
There they are!
Sorry for the wait.
That old fart hasn't filled your head with strange thoughts, has he, Agnès? No need to worry, Eri.
Agnès had Tiz to look after her after all.
Yeah, well...
You two are quite the pair. I envy you.
That's what the sage said.
Did he now? I am not surprised. He and I did have a few things in common, to be sure.
That's enough out of you, Ring-a-Bell.
You there! Is this how you treat all your customers?
Oh, put a plug in it, old woman. We ain't open yet. You come in here saying me ale's too expensive, call me place to dump, and then say that the Sea Slug's an awful name for a tavern. What business is it of yours, you old hag?
Oh, well, excuse me for disturbing you when you're clearly so busy. I shan't bother coming back! That's, we're leaving!
What's going on?
The proprietress wanted to find out what the Drunken Pig was like in this world.
Let's just say things aren't how she's used to. Even the name's different.
I'd take my Drunken Pig over this any day, were her words.
Seeing the guy running the place, I don't fancy slaking my thirst in there either.
Too right.
What on earth could that ship be doing? Oh, pardon me.
Did you see something?
Yes. A strange ship has been appearing in this harbor ever since the start of the war. It's a decrepit old sailing ship, and it always shows up on foggy nights.
Has it tried to harm you?
No, it's just an eerie sight, though you can hear screams coming from it.
That's the ship. It's still prowling around.
Where did this fog come from?
It's heading for us!
What do we do? There's nobody on board.
An actual, real-life ghost ship?
Aha! Guests that yet breathe? A rare honor.
Have you found what you were looking for?
What do you know of this? So you can read the hearts of men, Vestal. Amazing. You have a second sight. Welcome to our pirate ship, the SS Funky Francisca. I am Captain Barbarossa, leader of the Black Blade's naval force. You must be the Vestal and her companion. A pleasure to meet you. I am a ranking member of the Black Blades. Of course I've kept abreast of your comings and goings, Vestal. You have made quite a name for yourselves, in fact. Were you not aware? I have looked forward to meeting you in battle one day. I leave the helm to you, me matey. We'll make this a fair fight. Yarr! Yarr! The ship is coming apart! How clumsy of me to step through the deck. I sail this ship in search of a certain something, prized by the commander and myself. You might call it adventure. Surely you don't have to be a man of the sea to know that.
I know what you speak of. A man's soul craves nothing more than the romance of adventure.
Well, aren't you two getting on famously, ring a bell?
Perhaps it is something women and children can never understand. If you think about it rationally, it does seem absurd. But absurd or not, it is adventure I seek. And the years I have spent wandering the seas in folly have shown me many truths.
That's it! The truth!
Now, let us have a little fun. See how you fare against my great axe!
Enough!
This has only begun!
You and your allies have bested me, Vestal. Such power. Forgive me. I was not able to find the Susano. Oh.
If it was the Susano O you sought, we found it. It exists. Your quest was not in vain.
Curses! After all the glory I brought them, he packed me off to the boondocks to patch up wounded soldiers. All's fair in war, I say. Victory must be achieved at all costs. That is what war is all about.
Right you are.
Show respect for the enemy. The goal is not simply to kill. Bah! He's far too old to spout such childish nonsense. Pride and honor are merely shackles on the battlefield.
Yeah, I guess so.
He seems to think that waving a sword around in battle makes him superior. What an outmoded concept!
If anyone deserves credit, it's you, Dr. Qada. You treat not only your wounded allies, but the wounded shield bearers who fought against you. I have to admire you for that.
Oh. Do you really think so? Yes, you are quite right.
Is that by order of the Swordmaster?
Of course not! He would never approve of such actions! I have used my own judgment in this case.
Really? But what if word gets out? You'd get in trouble, Dr. Qada.
You do not worry about me. I merely seek to treat as many of the wounded as I can.
Did you hear that?
Yes, not quite how it went last time.
Do you think he actually has a heart? We heard what you had to say for yourself.
What? Who goes there?
My name is Adia Lee.
Adia Lee? You can't mean you're the Grand Marshal's daughter?
That aside, is it true that you've been treating wounded shield bearers, though you're an officer of the Black Blades? Why? Can it be that you truly have a heart? Do you seek to aid the masses? If so, then help us end this war.
Oh, that is rich! The very idea makes me laugh!
What?
You are somewhat misguided. Can you not understand that I need as many live bodies as possible for my experiments?
Live bodies? Experiments?
Exactly! I am Dr. Qada, salve maker. From weapons of mass murder to tonics of resurrection. There is no salve I cannot make, but when it comes to testing my concoctions, there are many obstacles. I cannot simply use wounded allies as specimens, can I? It is far cheaper and more efficient to use captured enemies. Do you not agree?
I should have known you were the monster I always took you for. I've been thoroughly duped.
Where is the master sample of your deadly toxin?
Oh, that. I'm afraid the Swordmaster has confiscated it. Not to worry, though. I still remember the recipe right down to the tiniest detail. I can craft more when needed and give those shield bearers another dose of my medicine.
We must put an end to him now!
Of course!
No! It cannot end here! I have left so many experiments undone! My toxins could kill you in seconds.
vestal!
That was close! I made the right call drinking that concoction to fake my death. It seems the Vestal was convinced of my demise. The world is indeed full of fools. Now, it is time I left this wretched place.
So you flee again, do you?
But of course! I do what I must to survive, by any means necessary. As long as I survive, I am confident my fortunes will be reversed. After all, who but I can create weapons with the power to kill tens of thousands in one fell blow? And once I am ready, I will obliterate you all! The sword bearers and shield bearers, the Vestal, and even the Black Blades! And then the world shall be mine?
Not the world of the living.
Welcome, Wind Vestal. I see you have companions, too. Well met. I am Daniel Goodman, commander of the Shield Bearers. I must apologize on behalf of my soldiers. They did not know who you were when they stopped you.
No need to apologize. After all, you were kind enough to grant us the audience we sought.
I am happy to accommodate you. Now, what is it I can help you with?
We have come to these lands to journey to the Temple of Fire and awaken the crystal there.
The Temple of Fire. I am afraid that...
Yes, we are aware the way there has been buried in lava. What is the current status of the Mithril Mine?
The Mithril Mine? The Sword Bearers have occupied it at times, though we usually wrest it back from them. Currently, it is not held by either side.
I see. Thank you very much. Oh, would you be able to grant us permission to stay in Heartschild?
Of course. The Shield Bearers welcome the Vestal and her companions. Feel free to rest your travel-weary bones in town. Someone, show the Vestal and her companions the way.
Oh, look! The Wind Vestal and her merry band have graced us with their presence! We haven't come to hear you sing, if that's what you think.
Oh, please! I'm sure you heard rumors of my voice and couldn't help but come to see for yourself. Because we all know when I sing...
We go wild!
Shut it! You won't get your way so easily.
I'm afraid it's futile. My personal guard would gladly die for me. Isn't that right, darlings?
We're here for you, Praline!
Thank you all! Let's sing a little tune then! Love in the Crossfire! Very nice, I get you tonight.
Yeah!
Not so fast. Come on, Shield Bearers!
What are you doing? This isn't on the set list. Nobody can hear my song now. I'll just have to sing louder. Oh, this isn't working. Time to blow you sky high. How's that? No way! It's useless. Why are you being so mean? You're supposed to worship the ground I walk on! Kick the Wind Vestal and that other riffraff out of here! How could you? I was born to perform. I only wanted my songs to be heard. That does it. I'm going back to ordinary life.
No, Praline! Don't leave us!
I'm so sorry, everyone.
The plan went off without a hitch. You drowned her out completely. We should suffer much less attrition on the Eisen Bridge from now on. You've done us a great service.
Welcome to our humble abode, Vestal. We are honored to receive you and your companions. I am Commander Goodman's wife. Please call me Eleanor. My husband has told me to receive you and your companions as guest of state, Vestal. Please make yourselves at home. Unfortunately, in a time of war, the hospitality I can provide is limited.
Oh, there's no need to go to any trouble for us.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Oh, Commander Goodman! Good to see you made it home.
I came as soon as I could when I heard the Wind Vestal was holding a banquet in my honor.
A banquet?
My wife is also most pleased. You can see she's all in a bustle getting things...
Commander Goodman! Please call your wife in here at once!
What? But why?
Just do it, please. Eleanor!
We We were too late!
No, there may still be time. Just play along, everyone, okay?
What is wrong?
Something terrible has happened! It's Nastasia! She's dead!
Nastasia is dead. She was not breathing and had no pulse.
We believe a blow to the back of her head with a blunt object is what killed her, but we haven't found a weapon.
We've placed her body in bed for now.
I'm more concerned at the fact that the front door
won't open, right? This is all feeling very familiar.
What do we do?
We cannot let anyone get killed needlessly. Let us head to the bedroom.
Commander Goodman, I must ask you and the others to stay here.
All right, but what is going on?
What? Commander Goodman and Officer Neuer were killed?
Who could have done it?
It could be the covert unit of the Black Blades. Perhaps one of them disguised themselves as the servant. Ugh!
How the heck?
As we thought!
So you have discovered my ruse. I never expected you to notice I was merely posing as a corpse. How clever of you.
Ha! Just as I suspected!
It is our second time around.
I have yet to slay my mark. Trust the Wind Vessel and her troop to show up at the worst possible time. Well, it seems I have no choice, but...
Yeah, we know. You can skip the speech, Konoe Kikyo.
Here she comes!
Any last words before you meet your maker?
So, the ninja chooses to remain silent upon her death?
You think? It looks like she has something to say. Look, she's changed her disguise again.
I used the turmoil as the war drew to a close to finally round up the shield-bearer commander and his 2 top officers, but all of my effort has been for naught. All was going to plan until I used the wind vessel to lure my victims, and you all come sauntering in out of nowhere and ruin everything. That is the last time I trust alternates for information. I pitted Officers Steiner and Neuer against each other for all that time. Yet you got me in the end. Wind vestal.
She got that off her chest quick.
Wind Vestal, what on earth is going on?
Yes, indeed. Without an explanation, we are all in the dark.
Well, to put it plainly, a ninja of the Black Blades had disguised herself as the servant Nastasia and plotted to kill you all.
She used the Wind Vestal's name to get you here. We were able to stop her in time, though.
Astounding! Then those invitations...
Completely fabricated.
How could this happen? The shield bearers almost suffered a tremendous loss.
How did you see through the enemy's ruse, Wind Vestal?
She saw a vision.
Ah.
Wait, Medea!
Let it go. It's not too far from the truth, after all. Oh, one more thing, Eleanor.
Yes?
You would do well to check the cellar. You may find Nastasia tied up down there.
I will.
I guess that's case closed then.
Thank you so much, Lady Vestal. You have done us a great service.
Yes. Well...
Look!
This crystal has also reverted.
Should we perform the rite of awakening?
I think so.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
That's... Chokmar! The Mark of Doom!
Another creature back from destruction!
Here they come!
Don't blink.
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts!
Of course. I'm ready, Eri.
I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Time to get started, Agnès. Are you ready?
Yes. Let us begin.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! You did it! You awakened the crystal! Well done, Agnès!
Have you checked your brooch, Eri?
Yes, the fire crest is lit.
Phew. Good.
Are you okay, Agnès?
Yes, I am used to it now. I need a short rest, but then we should head to the next temple.
Okay.
So the fire crystal has been awakened. It has all been in vain. The war we started in this realm. The deaths of both ally and foe. And the demise of the fire vestal. Do you not think so? You who resemble a disciple I once favored.
Master? You introduced me to the way of the sword, Master. You taught me many things. About values, standards, and good and evil. It's fair to say you had a great influence on me. My father was always concerned about his work and his ideals. He found little time to spend with me. Tell me, Master, were the things you told me about righteousness, strength, and bravery all lies? that we should help the helpless and face strong foes without flinching. I cannot fathom why you have lit the fires of war in this realm, causing strife to so many innocents. I still find it hard to believe. This is not the man I know. He would never do this!
You let sentiment cloud your mind, Adia. You are still as earnest as you were when you were a youth. You never waver in your disgust for recreant behavior. You condemn all that runs counter to your beliefs without fail. In a way, you remind me of your father.
What? You see him in me?
Yes, very much so. But you are still a child, unsullied by the world. There are no certainties in life. Righteousness and truth have a different meaning to each and every one of us. If you try to see the world as merely black or white, you'll lose sight of its true nature.
Many are quick to treat us as children. But they simply use that as an excuse for their own corruption.
A warrior's pride is not always compatible with the responsibilities of a commander, Adia. If I could act as I see fit, everything would be easy. But that is not the case. The same goes for your father. And someday, for the wind vestal you accompany.
Oh. Don't compare her to you or my father. Agnès acts for the good of the world.
She fights to carry out her mission, no? Blood and tears are shed in its name. It is no different for your father or me.
Mission? No different? You and your soldiers plunged the world into turmoil. You started a war and took the lives of so many. How can you say Agnès is like you?
If you cannot see beyond the surface, then perhaps you will never understand. Do not be so blind. You must not lose sight of what is most important. I thought I had taught you that.
Enough sophistry. It is underhanded. That does it. I shall go to help Agnès awaken the Earth Crystal.
If that is your decision, I hope you are prepared to live with it.
I am. I'm ready to fight any who get in our way. Even you or my father.
Very well, then. I see you have made up your mind.
Master!
Well fought. I underestimated your conviction. Will you hear your master out one last time, Adia?
Of course.
Take the time to speak with your father properly. If you do not, I see nothing but tragedy for you both. End this petty dissent between father and child.
Master!
You two were always so difficult.
Master!